Hello, welcome to Lefty's Craps. This is Matt. I'm going to roll out a strategy for you. It's Waylon Way's best crap strategy ever. I call it the lay 6 or 8. Let me show you the board of the last few sessions. We're still way down, but let's see if we can win back some money. I know it's hard to see. But we did win 198 the last time. We're down to 23.27. Let's roll it out. Okay, first of all, I had a comment and asked for a little more help if they didn't know what was going on. So let me show you some basic things real quick. If you're an advanced player, you might want to just fast forward a little. But white chips are usually $1. Reds are usually 5. Quarters, $25 chips are usually green. Black is 100. I use purple as my 500. And I use orange for the pumpkin 1000s. Okay, that's chips. Okay, on this strategy, on Waylon's best crap strategy ever, we're playing a lay bet. A lay bet can be bet anytime. You don't have to be a shooter. It's done at any time, basically. You can lay any of the box numbers, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, with any amount, basically. But you do want the amount to be in ratio to maybe the what you would bet out here. It's kind of a hedge against the 7 because the lay bet wins on a 7. So it's kind of a hedge. Now, other things you have to know about this particular strategy is we're not making a pass line bet, and we're not making a don't come bet. Which, if you are the shooter, if you want to throw the dice when it's your turn, you must make a pass line bet or a don't pass line bet. So just keep that in mind. So as it's going around, as the shooters are going around the table, if you want to shoot, you have to bet one of these 2 bets when the puck's off and it's coming around to be your turn. You got to make sure you're on the pass line or on the don't pass line. If not, they're going to skip you and go to the next shooter. Okay? On this strategy, Waylon's saying that he's not the shooter because he doesn't play the pass line or the don't pass. Now, the lay bet is not a contract bet. You can put it up for one roll. You could take it down the roll after. You can take it up and down as much as you want. Like I said, there's only a few contract bets. In this strategy, there is no contract bet. Now, the lay bet, you do, when you're at the table, you would lay the bet in the come, and the dealer will ask you, this is the dealer's area. All this that goes on through here is for the dealer. You'll lay your 100 there. You'll say, well, you lay your 175. You'll say 25 on the 4, 25 on the 6, 25 on the 10, and I want to lay the 8. And they'll have small buttons. I'm sorry, I don't have any. I should. I gotta buy some of those or make some. And it'll say lay on there. Now these are called, they're just bets basically. You'll be at a table and you'll see a small placard and it'll tell you the minimum, the maximum of the table, and the odds of the table. We're not playing any odds in this strategy either. That'll be for another video. But you can take these bets down anytime you want also. You don't have to keep playing them. It's not a contract bet. Now your pass line bet, it's a contract bet. If you watch my Arnold on steroids strategy, I play the pass line, and that's a contract bet. I will explain that also in my my Arnold on steroids video. But this is a very easy betting strategy. I'm just going to roll it out now because I explained the two things that I'm doing. I explained the lays and I explained these bets. And there's most of the ways to roll a 7. And when I or other people talk about it, people don't say 7 at the table. They say Big Red, or they call it something else, but Big Red most of the time. Big Red rolls most of the ways. Then 6 and 8 roll have the most ways after that. And it goes down the line. So you get paid less on the 6 or 8. You get paid more on the 5 and 9. These are called sisters. The 5 and 9 are sisters. 6 and 8 are sisters. The 4 and 10 are sisters. And you get paid the most because these have the least amount of ways to roll. Now in this strategy, you don't use the puck. I will show you about the puck in my Arnold on steroids video. But on this one, you just tell the dealer that you want your bets always working. That's important. So let's just roll it out and I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. Let's get started. I hope everyone's having a blessed day and everyone is safe and well, healthy. Now, I chose the 8 to start. So you're going to put the 6, 4, and 10 with a quarter, 100 on the 8. So now, basically, you're looking to hit these 3. That's what we're looking for. That's all we're looking for in this strategy is those 3. Here we go. Let's start. 10. We call 10, I call it Big Ben. He's on the end because he's at the very end. Okay? Pays $50. A quarter pays 2 to 1. $50. But you have to pay a vig to the casino. They got to have a little money. So the vig is 5%, which on 25 is $2.50. Sorry, $1.25. Some casinos round up, some will round down for you, but most won't. So you're going to pay a $2 vig for 50. Okay? And here we go. Just so you don't know about the strategy, I told you a little bit. If you want to know about other things on the table, the field, the come bet, the don't pass, the pass line, the horns, the hard ways, go to Color Up. He does have a lot of good videos. I will explain what strategy I am rolling. I will explain that to everyone to try to help so you can follow my strategy. 5, that doesn't help us. But yeah, if you want to know everything, he taught me how to play. So if you watch his videos, he'll teach you. Okay, 8's the worst number for us because we're going to lose our 100. Now we're going to go how the strategy works is you switch and you move your quarter over to the 8. And you're going to put another quarter on each. In the front, you're just going to mirror. If there's 2 back here, there's 2 out here on each one. Now, at any level that isn't level 1, the base level where we started, you need to get 2 hits on any of these 3 numbers. You need 2 hits. So we're going for hit number 1. Here we go. 9. 9 doesn't help us in this strategy. And I did have another comment in my comments yesterday, and someone asked that I say the number faster, and I apologize. I can't. I am almost blind. I don't see very well. So when I pull the dice back and I'm looking at them, and sometimes I even have to pick them up, it's because I can't see. I really don't. I don't see well, and so I apologize for that, but I am calling the number as fast as I can. So please just bear with me, and I will say it as quickly as I can. 5, that didn't help us. And yo 11, that's a horn number. In case you're wondering, that's a horn. Horns are one-time bets, one-roll bets. But people see a horn, and then they like to bet the horn right after that. Now, if you would have done that, you would have lost, because that would have been a one-time bet, and it wouldn't have hit a horn number. But we rolled an 8, and 8 at 50 pays $58. So I'm going to take 2 out of my rack. I'm going to put it in the bank, and I'm going to get paid $60 back. 2 green, 2 red. Okay, here we go. That's hit number 1. Now we're going for hit number 2. 3. See a horn, bet a horn. That's a horn number. And 2 of the horns pay 15 to 1. 2 of them pay 30 to 1. So, depending on which one you're going to play. Most people play all of them at the same time. 5. No field 5. Doesn't help us. Not in this strategy. And 7. Now, 7 usually loses everything. All these 3, all these would lose. But I haven't been explaining that well either. So really what would happen is the dealer would take all of this. You would lose 150. Well, on your lay bet, you would win 157. So the difference on level 2 is just $7. So I have just been paying $7. I haven't been pulling everything down and putting it back up. That would just take more time. But I did want to show that. A 7 loses everything but lay bets and don't come bets. And then any 7 bets here. And if you hops, if you have any hop bets, because the 7s you can hop all 3 ways. 7s are rolled, you can bet all those in your hop bets, and those are only one-time bets also. Okay, so that's the 7. And usually then it goes to a new shooter. Now it would go to the next shooter because that shooter's 7'd out. So that's why I dumped the dice. The casino gives you 5 dice. You choose 2, any 2 you like. You give the other 3 back, or just you take 2 and they'll take the other 3. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. That was not good. All right, and coming out. This is called the come out roll. Because it's the first roll of a new shooter. 12. See a horn, bet a horn. That's there. Most people bet $4 in the middle, and it's $1 on each, basically. 5. No field, 5. No help. 7. Okay, so 7 is $7. 5 in the red, 2 in the white. And we're going to dump the dice again. And it's not on every, because sometimes you would throw a 7, you'd throw an 11. That would be the same shooter. It's only after the point is established, and you'll learn more about that. The more videos you watch, you'll learn about the point and all that. We're not doing the point because you're always just having your bets working anyway, so it would just take up more time. Okay? Now that 8 is called the hard way. That if you bet the hard way, now there is a hot hard way, which is a one-time bet, and then the regular hard way, which is until that number is thrown. If it's a hard way, you win. If it's not the hard 8, then you would have lost this bet. That's for another time also. Okay, so 50 is $2 for 60. I'm going to take $2 and I'm going to get 60 back. And I'm sorry, I probably hit it twice by now. So I'm coming down. I'm going to go down to the next level. I've been talking too much, so I'm not paying attention to the strategy. I'm sorry, but I'm sure that's 2 hits at least. That might have been the 3rd hit. So I'm going to come down so we don't have as much at risk is why you come down. 5 doesn't help us, doesn't hurt us, doesn't help us. 10, big bin on the end. That pays 50 for $2. The VIG, the casino gets $2 of that because that is a VIG. Now on the 8, you've been getting paid on the 8, but there's not a VIG because this pays 29. I've been dropping $1. Well, on 2 pays 58, so I was dropping 2 just to get 60 back. There's not a VIG on the 8, just on the 4s and 10s because these are called buy bets. After $20, most casinos now will make it an automatic buy bet. And definitely at 25, it'll be a buy bet. If you ever play bubble craps, you want to buy the 4, the 5, the 9, and the 10, and you want to place the 6 and the 8. Just so you know. Because bubble craps will be a little cheaper. You can play bubble craps, some for $1 even. Okay, that's Yo 11. That's one of the horns. See a horn, bet a horn. That's the saying, you'll hear that. And 7. Okay. Now the difference here, you lose 75, so the dealer would take all that away, but you're going to win 76. The difference is $1. So I'm just going to pay myself $1 and not take it down and put it back up. Okay, but I am going to dump the dice because there would be a new shooter at this point. Here we go, coming out. And if you need me to explain more or you have any questions at all, just leave me a comment and I'll explain more or try to answer your question or get an answer to your question. I don't know everything. There's things I don't know about the game either, but someone had to teach me and I'm trying to teach you now. 5, no field, doesn't help us. 9 doesn't help us. And 7. Okay, so 7 pays $1 again. We're at the first level. We'll rack that up. We'll dump the dice. We'll get two that would like, put those back. I never choose 2 dice to add up to 7. That's just me. You can take any dice you want. It doesn't matter. Coming out. Some people will take the dice and then they'll turn the dice because they're trying to set them in a certain way. Okay, so 25 pays 50 on the 10 because that's what we rolled, Big Ben. But you have to pay the casino a VIG, what's called a VIG. The VIG on 25 is $2. We'll put that in the bank. Some people will pick up the dice and only use one hand. They don't want you to switch back and forth like this. That's a no-no. You pick up the dice with one hand. Some people will turn them and say, oh, I want them like this, exactly. And they'll throw them down the table. They're just trying to set the dice to a certain thing. They think they can roll a certain number a certain way. Yo 11, see a horn, bet a horn. But I'm a random roller. I just roll randomly. 7 pays $1. All right, let's dump them out. I'll get 2 more. All right, here we go. Because the game is random. I mean, the dice are going to do what the dice want to do. If you try to set them and roll them, whatever you try to do, the dice are always going to do what they want. 6. That takes our lay bet. So, basically, to lose the lay, you hit the number that the lay is on. To win the lay bet, the 7 hits before the number that it's laying on. So now we're going to switch to the 8. We're going to move the quarter over there to the 6, and we're going to put a quarter out front. Buy bet, place bet, buy bet. And I don't have the markers. I'm going to have to make some markers up, or I have to buy some so I can show that. I should have those. I just got too excited, and I just been buying a little at a time. Okay, Big Ben on the end pays 100 for 50. I don't even think I've been paying myself right. Well, yeah, I think I have. That's a $2 VIG, $3 VIG on 50. So I don't have 3, so I put a 5. I'm going to get change 2 back and 100. Now that's hit 1. I'm going to try to remember to take it down to level 2 if I get another hit here real quick. 9, meter 9, no help. 9, meter 9 again. We need to be pressing that 9 up. A press would mean that, like, if you were on a number, let's say we're at a $10 table and you were playing the 9, and that would win 9 to 5, so you'd win $10, you'd win 18 on 10. So you'd take that whole 18 plus maybe $2 more, and you go up to $30. But yeah, no, that's for another video. I'm trying to distract people now. That's gonna just mess people up. Another video. 5. No field. 5. We call that no field because that's not one of the field numbers. 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are your field numbers. That's why we call 5 no field. 6. Okay, that's it. Number 2. 50 pays 58. I'm gonna drop 2 for 60. And and we get to go back to level 1. So we're going to pull down. You don't pull these bets down. The dealer takes care of all this, but you just tell the dealer, hey, pull me down 1 unit on each. And they'll return your money. They'll return your money back out here to the cum. Then you pick it up. You can pick it up, or they'll scoot it close to you, and you'll pick it up, put it in your rack. Just remember that this is their territory. You don't mess with anything up there. Here we go. 9, Neener 9. No help. Here we go. 6. 6 pays 29. I'm going to drop $1 for 30. Just so I don't have to get out so many chips. That's why we drop 1. The dealer will say, hey, drop me $1. But you should know what you're betting and know what you're going to win. You know, when you see the dice thrown and you see what numbers hit, you should know what's going to happen. So if you see that the 6 hits, you have your $1 in hand and you just put it down, and then they'll know to pay you 30. Okay, sorry. That's just my speech. 7. All right. 7 pays $1. The first level, we've been through that. Hopefully you understand that now. I think hopefully everyone will understand that. That part. That's the hardest thing about this strategy. This is a very easy betting strategy. So, 9, Neener 9. And I do apologize for not calling the numbers like the person said. It's just, that's how I was born, that's how I am, and that's how I always will be. Okay? I know I hit the 4, the hard 4, at that, hard 4. So I'm going to drop 2, because they're just going to drop me 2 greens for the $2 big. Alright, since we're at the base level, you can hit it as many times as you want. Hit it 20 times. That'll be good. Just stay at base. Alright, there's Big Ben, 10 on the end. Same thing, $50. And I don't have 2, so I'm just going to drop a 5, and I'm going to get 3 back. Alright. Let's go, let's try to get 1 more hit, and then I think we'll end it. I don't want the video to be too long, and I've taken a little extra time to explain a little more, because I did have the viewer ask me to. Yo 11, that's a horn number, and I want everyone to be able to know what's going on, or they won't watch. 8, that knocks us off for the 100. And I think I'm just going to stop there, because that's a good place. We're going to take our 75. We're going to tell the dealer, return my 75, please. Take me down. They'll take you down. And then you just slide your chips to the dealer, and you'll ask them. You'll say, can you color me up? And they will say, yes, of course. We will color you up. So you don't have so many chips to take to the cage, to the cashier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm really bad at this. I'm trying to get better, but I'm terrible at counting the chips up. But I guess you get better as you do. As you do something more, you get better at it. So I just have to get my practice in. All right, so that's 125. So I'm gonna drop 100 and a quarter. I'll write these up. I'm gonna get this out of the way. That's the banks. Now, on your rack, it holds 20 chips. So 20 greens. $500. So I know this is 500. Still gonna count it for you. Very slowly, sorry. I know I'm slow. I'm slow at counting, so. But that's 500. And I got some more greens here, so I'm just gonna continue. That's 300. Okay. I'm gonna drop that down there because that's not helping us right now. So 300 more and 500. That's going to be for that. This 300 is going to be for this, and we'll just take all this away. That's out of the way. We paid ourselves for that. Let's see what we got here. Here's 2 purple, so I'm going to get an orange. I'm going to get an orange for my purple. That's 1,000. Let me do the blacks. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 2,000 starting bankroll. So this is our profit. 100, 200, 250, 255, 258. Nice session. Not as much as I would want to win. 500 would be my win goal. With the $2,000 bankroll, that'd be my 25%. But $258 is not bad in that amount of time. Remember, God is great. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.